In the year 2007, when Nigeria's poverty rate was at a staggering 54.4%, meaning approximately 5 out of every 10 Nigerian could not meet their basic needs, including food, clothing, education, and shelter, with those in excluded communities, mainly women and children, the most affected. To curb this menace, there was the need for a strategic long-term solution to empower persons living in poverty and exclusion, especially women and children, through capacity building and partnerships. It is this drive that led to the formation of the Center for Community Empowerment and Poverty Eradication, CEPI, in Kwara State, as an initiative by ActionAid Nigeria. ActionAid Nigeria is a member of the ActionAid Global Federation with a focus on achieving a just, equitable, and sustainable world in which every person enjoys the right to a life of dignity, freedom from poverty, and all forms of oppression. The center was tasked with the responsibility of being the local rights program partner for the intervention in Kwara State, with funding provided by ActionAid Nigeria.
CEPI, that's our Kwara State partner, we started engaging them 15 years ago. Then the program used to be known as PAP, Partnership Against Poverty. And then until 2012, when the program metamorphosed into Local Rights Program. CEPI is one of the oldest partners that we have worked with under Local Rights Program in Nigeria.
ActionAid Nigeria and Center for Community Empowerment and Poverty Eradication has a partnership dating back to 2007. We actually work in about 18 communities in 2 local governments of Kwara State, which is Asa and Kayama. Basically, because of the type of partnership we have with ActionAid, we actually working around the same thematic area which ActionAid is working with us at that time.
In 2002, ActionAid Nigeria decided to move beyond a single team intervention and introduce the Child Sponsorship Initiative, a child-focused fundraising mechanism to support our development work in 6 thematic areas. The thematic areas selected for intervention by the ActionAid and CEPI partnership includes rights to education, health, just and democratic governance, women's rights and empowerment, access to affordable food, human security in emergency and conflicts.
The Local Rights Program started as a partnership against poverty, and it's about improving the socio-economic conditions of persons, communities living in poverty and exclusion. And how it operates in a state is we look at the poverty index for the geopolitical zone, go to the state, we compare with the available data. We also go further into the communities to see is this really what's on ground? Do they have government presence or not? Yeah, are they living in poverty? And we need the willingness of the community to work with us. Once they are willing, we empower them, mobilize them. We have different campaigns with them towards ensuring that identified rights-based issues are addressed and we leave them better than how we met them.
We have a lot of success with the ActionAid, CEPI. Then a lot of this program that they form Small Women Farmers Association of Nigeria. These women, they are very, very active. There's nothing they do in the state now. The commissioner or the governor will even say, especially the commissioner for Agri, where is SOFON? Because there are a group of farmers that are really doing very well. It's one thing to teach people, it's another thing to adopt. But these women, they have adopted a lot of our technology, and we are very proud of them. You know, we normally have programs. They want to see how far these people have adopted. Call them because most of them are literate. There is one cowpea program that we have done through the ATF. We call it Swampy Cowpea, highly maturing cowpea. We asked to touch 38 groups. we made sure that we picked some of these women. So whenever we have visitors around, because they are literate and they have story, they will tell you how they started, the profit, everything. So we normally call on them.
Women now have voice in all our communities, to the extent that I want to say probably the very first woman to be PTA chair in the whole of Kwara local government is in one of our community.
So, èmi ni PTA chairman. Torí nígbà tí àwọn obìnrin ọkùnrin ní bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀, àwọn ọmọ wa kọ́ dàbí wọn àwẹ̀ wọn à ní fọ̀, ẹni tí ò lọ sùkúù wọn à ní fọ̀, a sì wá jókòó nínú ìlú àwọn obìnrin. A wí pé bọ́ọ̀ láàṣẹ tí àwọn ọmọ wa tí wọ́n jáde, a wí pé tọ̀ ká jókòó. Àwọn ọkùnrin tí wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ́ káwùjọ wọn kúrò ká ṣe tiwa wò. Níbẹ̀ ni wọ́n yàn mí sí kí n jẹ́ chairman ti PTA. Ọmọ tí ò lọ sùkúù, ìmọ̀ lé wọn kí wọ́n lọ sùkúù. Ẹni tí ò wẹ̀, ń wí pé kó padà, ń mú ọwọ́ rẹ̀ kí n lọ lé ìyá rẹ̀, ń wí pé kó wẹ ọmọ rẹ̀ kó tó lọ sùkúù. Níbẹ̀ la bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí. Síbẹ̀, ọmọ wa ọ̀pọ̀, síbẹ̀, ńgbà tí àwọn bíi 30 ni wọ́n ń lọ tẹ́lẹ̀. Tọ́ à ń gbìyànjú, ní ìsìn wọn pọ̀ dáadáa. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ mi, gbogbo wọn wá ń lọ sùkúù. Bí àwọn ọmọ wa kàwé, erí wa ò ní yọ, ara wa ò sì nífẹ̀ẹ́. Bí wọ́n wí pé tí a máa ń bọ̀ wá, a máa sáré. Kí ni wọ́n ṣe sùkúù ni? Bí wọ́n wí pé káṣùlọ̀ ń wá, kí ni wọ́n ṣe? Àwa ní a máa súré, àmọ́ ọmọ wa tí wà bí. Bí wọ́n bọ̀ wá, a máa súré. Ẹ jókòó báyìí, ọ̀gásà. Àdúrà kí wọ́n ṣe? Sùkúù ni. Sùkúù ló dé wọn bẹ̀. Torí ẹ̀ ni a múra wa, a mú ara tí àwọn ọmọ kí wọ́n kàwé.
Maside lokaci pe na gu wa minti kagwagun teacher no maganta gu ke wanda mu amma gana niro ya muzu wasu wama niro wasu ga wa niro ike gaskiya on kai to de me on pokin to de on pono gbanzipa on son li o pokin na ego ke maru
before an kira pawa to de we buku die we zinken kafin wa to mama makanta ponon da ama neat me to mama makanta mo avent to the floor ma ponon an gbanzipa son wa good me ma very good me
bi on teacher wi le wa ke da cewa a wa wada de wa SBMC wa ga ven wa sakani gu mo no wa yikidazi wa kida pa mo soro pe ai gbade e mu maro be o le osu on wa sisi mo pla pe gu be o le opande ka ne ma on so sabu kewe kuma gun gbe pino don ra gun action e de on don ra ke o mo wa weken maganta yan akonse o dane gu kagun wa sakani gu maganta o
tu eziken tu aventore me aziken na mo zipi ke mao ke wa tebu e won kirao ma ziken na e ke very neat
tiala agude wa e neno dano popi pana neno on bo ma on son ga maganta on son wedo gaskiya dano akonsiona kuma poge gmedwa ya kagodogodo eken ai son wa gbe ken na
Fún àjò tó kọ́lé ìwé, ilé àlàpà làwọn ọmọ wa ti ń kọ́lé ìwé tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ bí ayé rí ni. Ẹ̀kọ́ ò sí ẹ̀sẹ̀ dédé. Torí bójú bá ti sún ní kálukú lè kọ́ ọmọ rẹ̀ ni. À ń jálá pò owó lu ọmọ. Ẹgbẹ́ kan báyìí ni àwọn ọmọ ń dó gbogbo títí rí. Wọ́n fi igi tì í ni bí alámọ̀ ni.
Ìgbà tí mi ti kọ́ iléèwé fún wa 5 and 6 mi ń dúró pọ̀ 5 kọjú báyìí sí ó kọjú sí ẹ̀yìn. Bí ọ̀gá àwọn sísí bá ti ń kọ́ àwọn 5 àmọ́ disturb ra wa ànígbọ̀n tí a bá ń wí.
Lọ́gán lè di síde, wọ́n kọ́ iléèwé fún wa. Bìsí ẹ̀ lè rí kékeré kan yegi mẹ́, mo lè kọ́ ilé bẹ̀ mọ́. Lẹ́yìn pàtàkì lè rí wá kọ́ iléèwé yẹn fún wa. Àdúpẹ́ iléèwé tó yẹ tó wá di pé iléèwé tó yẹ tó wá wọ́n fún wa ní kíláàsì 4, kíláàsì iléèwé gidi.
Ìgbà tí wọ́n ti fún wa níléèwé mi, kálukú ti kó sí kíláàsì ẹ̀gbà tí kálukú kó sí kíláàsì rẹ̀ nínú gbogbo wa sì dùn À fò sókè ìgbà ojú táwọn gbà tẹ́lẹ̀ àti ìgbà gúdù.
Action Aid really they came around 2005-06. They made us, we don't have health center. In fact, at that time, if we are sick, we have to move down to Kayama or Aboki, which is about 6 to 8 kilometers away from Gate community. At times, our people normally even die along the line. But when they came, they now sensitized us that we should try and have a health center in our community. We do an advocacy, we couldn't get it. It was later that Action Aid have come and built an health center for us, which we have a health worker who is attending to us now.
Adis Abubakar Gate, Manenovi, Neman Sola, Amamavi, Ambare Ku Pingi, Mendovea, Memplaviaga, Menkui, Memplaviaga, Mano Boyagam Plan. Ama go up ya ask me to take who, Ka I will Kaka, Pinginia, Ludaki Gabias will come out my Mawakawe, Be Aubon, I will Kaka, and no people, Cigaron. Ama, Mugan, Kesaigano. Gwendo gigi ambeake gwendo son dankanuma ambeake ama go up ya asini tikeku asini tiku maga tesi keo amma eno le ma fin ai guwo be do gun afi fi be o bo ai guwo be do guro wo taka ma be no fi bo egun gwen ka gure ga dankanuma emmanuel dankanuma ke ewo oro me apa tazi keo ambe wozibo amaga agwa be ma edankanu ke guru be aga stigano mese amati yala dano ansu konya ga la pingi wasabu ke kele ti ado wasabu ke magma gwa dano nya bi on ke ale ke me roga ati me aga ati ti o ke nya kele belekete wanya me bati yala ba gwen no sia ega asinti ba ma pi so magma o me ga wewe wa I o logo me afia be me e a ma kuri ma so wasabu ke won asinti pi o mama akena mama don ba ma neno ti anege an ino don ba ke wa baba no sia
o se le pe ba di pe ari omi mu ni lesh odo wa nbe yen aja mu e ma mu ma se mo mu ba se medicine jona Masati esa àrántí pé asan lè dín ní ká lọ kígbe nínú ilé rédíò a bá lọ sí ilé rédíò ní Gama Albarkefe àwọn ilé rédíò ní àtọkùnrin yẹn adébẹ ọmọdé àwọn káwa náà wo inú ilé ni káwa náà fẹ́ nu wa sọ aṣọ àkẹ́sí gbogbo ọmọdé ayé àníwò ṣàánú wa omi tá mu ò dáa lọ sí ní wọ́n ṣàánú wa náà wọ́n ṣàánú wa dé omi mẹ́ta ló papọ̀ ani asan le na mo joda fún ilé iṣẹ́ yo mo ní bàjẹ́ ọ̀kan ni wọ́n gbẹ̀yìn èdè àwọn náà wọ́n fún wa kànga àwọn aláàánú àwọn náà gbẹ̀yìn fún wa ara àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn dédé kí ni wọ́n jọ́ kó yọ̀ làjú múlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ yìí wọ́n gbẹ̀mí yẹn fún wa tún pè wọ́n lọ́wọ́ kan ẹ ṣàánú wa asan le di wọ́n gbẹ̀mí fún ẹni tó gbẹ̀yìn fún wa ní wò nípa jẹ́lì ọ̀yìn ìlú ẹ wá jẹ́lì asan le di ẹ ṣàánú wa rí jẹ́lì asan le tọ́ fún wa ní jẹnẹrétọ̀ yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ nù bẹ́ẹ̀ là fún fa omi asa àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn gidi tẹ́gbẹ́ kẹ́ni gbogbo ń tà lè ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ à ń ṣe lọ síwájú gan tó ń bá wa gan bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
My call to action will be first to the state to ensure that they continue where we are stopping, and then the state to ensure that all the good things we have put in place in those communities where we work in Kwara State, in the two local governments, are also being felt or are also replicated in other parts of the state. And then we also want the government to ensure that some traditional practices that are anti-human, mostly anti-women development, should be eradicated in the state. And to the partner, we want the partner to continue to mobilize resources by ensuring that the states or the communities where we are living, they continue to improve on whatever we have done with them in the last 15 years. We also want them to, the partner, to also ensure that there is a synergy between them and government, bringing the people together. They will be the middlemen right now. As they have been, bringing the communities together with government, bridging the gap between communities and government, ensuring that the ears, the views of communities have been listened to by the government. And for communities too, we want them to maintain the structure. We want them to maintain whatever area we have been able to build their capacity to continue in that. We also want them to ensure that they maintain all the facilities that actually Nigeria has supported them to attract to their communities.
Indeed, it's been an incredible 15 years of active and direct community empowerment and poverty eradication in these communities. While the Action Aid SEPI partnership is coming to an end, we are all the more persuaded that it's indeed a beginning for greater things to come, not only in Asa and Kayama local government areas of Kwara State, but also other marginalized areas within the state. All men are born equal and should have an opportunity to live their lives to its fullest capacity.
Walura sabuke